Hello everyone, I'm going to play a Painter League today, and it's pretty much my stock build. I'm going to do the 61 card special today because, oh yeah, I wanted to add the second Twin Shot, but I wanted to keep the Trinisphere, and I couldn't think of anything to cut. I don't know, I just really like the deck list. I like 3 Engineer, I'm not ready to cut the Breas. Everything else is pretty stock. 3 Fury, I think, is the right number. 3 Bolts, I'm pretty happy with. And I'm even happy with 5 Blasts. I know people like to play more. 6, 7 Blasts. They're good against Delver, but they're not that good against other decks. I think 5's fine. Yeah, I'm sacrificing a little bit versus Delver, but it's not that prevalent that I think I need so many blasts. We'll see. I did add the Sokenzen today. I think that should have been in the deck the whole time. Just cut a mountain for it. So we'll see if that comes up. Everything else is the same. I'm still on Thorn in the sideboard. I've still got 3 Surgicals, 1 Soul Guide, and 1 Hearse as my graveyard hate. 3 Magus, 2 Confluence. This Pyrokinesis probably could be a Fury. I guess I got the tickets for it. Yeah, I got a lot of tickets. Yeah, it should probably be a Fury. Okay. Just buy a Fury. How much is Fury these days? We'll find out. We'll find out together. Yeah, again, that's a holdover from when didn't have a lot of tickets. I don't like using rental bots. I like to buy my cards. Try to accrue value. Man, there's a lot of cards with Fury in their name. How am I even supposed to do this? Type. Mana value 5. Oh, it's right there. Okay. This one. 39 tickets. God damn. Fury just is a lot better in the Red Prison matches, and wow, there's a lot of them out there these days. I mean, I can show you what I've been playing. Today, I played against Red Stompy. This one was a very prison build. It had Planeswalkers, Karns, and stuff in it. Red Stompy yesterday. I guess no Red Stompy here. But I feel like I've been playing a lot. Alright, a little bit less. Alright, I don't know. But anyways, it's been in the last 2 leagues. I can do this. See if this is ready. Red Stompy, number 4 deck in the meta. But if I go back to the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, it's number 3 deck in the meta at 3%. So not a ton, but it's number 3 deck in the meta. So let's just give this a try. League, Painter. The deck's ready, right? Put the Fury in. It's called Painter. Alright, let's try. Where'd it go? Play match. Alright. First round, opponent's called Mono Blue. Okay. Hopefully this Red Blast will be good. No, never. Come on. You knew that wasn't going to be good. And that's, in fact, absolutely terrible. But the Fury, like I said, Fury's going to be good. And, oh, Simian Spirit Guide's probably good. All right, well, Well, we're going to lead on Saga. And can't cast my 1-drops. Rough. Hopefully draw a Fable. I wonder if leading on Saga is actually best, because he seems likely to play like Rabble Master or something this turn, in which case I gotta Fury it, and then I'm missing out on a construct. Or he just plays Saga. That was the other option. Oh, I hope he doesn't play Trendosphere. Okay. Opponent calls himself dumb in the chat. Not me, not my words, his words. But he's got a big smiley face, so he's doing okay. Alright, more 1-drops. I'm gonna put this is the section of my hand that I can't cast. Alright, so this goes up. And I can play, I'll just play Opal now. Probably should have played it last turn, like I said, play around Trinisphere or something. And yeah, I can play Great Furnace here. I think that's okay. Because the first construct I can get off Simian Spirit Guide, and then then that construct will turn on the Opal, so I can still make 2 constructs through this. And that way I could save the city to pump out Hardcast Fury. I guess I can Hardcast Fury anyways, but this way I'll have the city for the rest of the game. And I don't think a 2-2, I don't think Sandbag and the 2-2 for late game is gonna come up in this matchup. Also, turns out it's not red. Manifold Key actually should have told me that. This is like the Karn Echoes deck or something. Okay, so now I play Chalice on 0. That's gotta hurt him more than it hurts me though, right? I don't know. I feel like a deck with Manifold Key probably has a lot of 0-drops. I don't know. I mean, he can play Karn right now, which would be bad for me. Making a construct main phase. Why? Turning on Metalcraft? Oh, is there a... No? Okay. Don't know why. That was the plan. But anyways, get 3-3. Get a 4. And I'm gonna grab Grindstone, why not? Just in case I draw Painter. Don't think I need Lotus Petal. Okay, well, I'm playing the Saga. I'm trying to think what's the scariest thing he could have here. Luckily, he already tapped the construct. Yeah, why would he do that? I don't know. I mean, I guess I saved the Fury for no other reason than this construct isn't doing anything. I mean, next turn, it's going to be a 5-5. Alright, fine, I'll just Fury. It is going to be a 5-5. That makes me softer to, like, Karn-type lines, or... I don't know. Okay, there's a Cloud of Fairies. Have I seen this deck? Feels like this is probably something some YouTube person played recently. I don't remember. Let's see. Making constructs is fine with me. It's a pretty innocent thing. I mean, obviously, I'm going to win the construct race unless it gets Pithing Needle. So whatever. I take a Needle. Let's see if they're scared of Grindstone. I mean, I got 4 painters in the deck. If I just top deck 1, I win. So you might name Grindstone. Nah. Alright, last card. I hope it's not Hole Breacher or something. I don't know what it could be. Man, I really need to stop drawing 1-drops. Come on, Fable, Winter Orb. Okay, I mean, that's an artifact for him, so it's probably good. You're at 6. Did you know you're at 6? That doesn't seem like a good attack. Any artifact and I win? Oh, well, especially that artifact and I win. But literally any artifact. I mean, do you activate Grindstone or do you ding him for 6? I think you activate Grindstone just to make him feel bad about this needle, and maybe they won't. I mean, they're just clearly not conscious of their life total. So, well, my opponent has made the choice for me. And actually, they were a blue deck, so I should take that back. What I said in the beginning. They're blue deck. I guess the artifact destruction mode on Fiery Confluence comes in. Would Thorn be good here? I guess Pithing Needle for Saga or Karn. I'm sure they play Karn, right? Probably don't need the Graveyard Hate. Trinisphere seems really reckless. And they were super willing to play Chalice on 0. I wonder if that's going to come up again. Guess you don't cut the blast, especially when you're siding in Confluence. Then play another Chalice on 1. And yeah, I think I'll bring in the 4th. Fury. 4 is a lot. I gotta cut one more card right now. Could just be Lotus Petal. I don't know. Lotus Petal's not that bad. And they do play Saga. Should I just be jamming Magus? If I wanted to cut 1-drops, I could cut Bolt. What is Bolt doing for me? Not a lot. There's not a lot of non-blue stuff. I mean, Karn minus. Cut a twin. Yeah, but the thing about cutting Bolt is now you're less. It's less of a blowout if they play Chalice on 1, and they will. Like Chalice on 1 is the number that they like. Yeah, for that reason, I think siding out the Bolts makes sense. And then I'll bring in a few of these. They're on Sagas, so I don't think Thorn. Okay, I'll bring in Fury to hedge against Karn. That's what I'll do. And kind of like 2 Magus. So I could have Grindstone. I got Chalice and Karn. Okay, good Grindstone. Seems unlikely. I just like the idea of cutting 1-drops. This Chalice deck. Okay. This hand is pretty nutty. Kind of wish this city was an ancient tomb, but what are you gonna do? So we'll keep it. See what he can do on turn 1. Saga. What the Manifold key was for? Grim Monolith. And if they play Grim Monolith, what else are they playing? Oh. Well, they got Force of Will in their deck. So let's see if they have it in their hand. That's kind of ridiculous. Ooh. It saves my city, kills their Saga. What is not to like? Oh, okay, they have a blast. Unfortunate. Makes sense. It all makes sense. I'll play this one. I guess the problem with Welder and Engineer in this hand is I don't actually have any artifacts, so not too fast. Welder might come in handy versus them. They don't have any artifacts in the graveyard yet, but they could very soon. Let's see how many blue elemental bats they play. Man, I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but that art looks pretty cool to me. Alright, I do have the Grim Monolith. Gonna discard. Kind of like all these cards. I will need mana eventually. Seems a bit reckless to discard either of these. I'll discard one Welder, and I guess I'll discard the City of Traders. I just like drawing cards. Why did they even Blue Elemental Blast the Magus? No, there's nothing else they got. Alright, I'm just gonna play the Welder. Kind of was hoping I would draw a land there, but we can cash in this Goblin for a treasure and get another treasure next turn as well. So that's all good. Well, now here's their big turn. They got the Grim Monolith. They got 5, maybe 6 mana. My shields are down. I don't know why, but I'm not that scared. Karn, not a big deal. Hole Breacher, not a big deal. Okay, alright, here's the combo. Oh yeah, we did see Cloud of Fairies last game too. Alright, so they can play Cloud of Fairies. That's +1 mana for them. They got 2 cards left. Nope, they don't want to use it. They're just building Storm. Opposition. Wow, this is pretty spicy. Okay, did I side out some Red Blast? Because, no? Okay, so, got that. They got Cloud of Fairies. Tap my creature before combat. Still got a mana kicking, and they got 1 card left. Don't know what they're gonna do. Alright, nothing. Now, do I just want to get some value going with this Breyas, or tutor up something like... What are you tapping? I feel like... he targeted his own Cloud of Fairies. Sorry, buddy. Hopefully he keeps playing. I kind of like this deck, but there's got to be a bigger payoff than just opposition. Like what's the top end of this curve? I thought it was Karn, Narset, Echoes, or Days Undoing, but my opponent is not very happy in the chat. I wouldn't be either. Maybe I'll give him a play out. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. If he was going to tap my Goblin Shaman, then I could just not attack with it and see what will play out. I don't know. He's got 1 card in his hand. Hard to imagine him winning. I will just go for the Goblin Engineer. Alright. Said he was going to tap the token. I don't know. Feeling pretty generous. Maybe because I'm winning. I don't know if that's... Maybe I wouldn't be so generous if I wasn't winning. But, alright, so just grab this and then swap treasure token, the grindstone, or the twin shot sniper. I don't know if that's the right call. I couldn't think of anything better. I'm just gonna do that and pass the turn then. My opponent concedes. Well, that makes it all go away then. Opponent's blaming the bugs. I don't know. Like, obviously, you just clicked on your creature twice. I don't think Like, I'm sorry, that sucks, but that's something you gotta learn how to do if you're gonna play on MTGO. Alright, match 1, win versus mono blue opposition. Pretty cool. Oh, Alright, round 2. Our opponent is Sir Official, who I've never seen before. A very marginal hand. Doesn't do anything except for bolt the first thing he does. They're mulligan in the 6. Mox Opal's so bad. I got extra land. We can do better, I think. There you go. This one's a little more fun. This one's a lot of fun. So we're presented with the classic Painter Conundrum. Do we go for Saga first into Ancient Term Beatdown? Or do we... And I think the answer is yes, because that also lets us jam the combo. Because we're jamming the combo, I guess I got to put back the Engineer. Welder into Engineer is a little bit slow. I mean, I could put back the Lotus Petal, try to be flexible. Saga. Yeah, okay, I'll put back the Lotus Petal. Let's see what kind of game this is. Tropical Island. Tropical Island. Is this new Minsk and Boo control deck? What deck would play Tropical Island Go? I should probably look that up real quick. Because I don't know which one is better versus that deck. I looked at it only just a little bit. I wonder. Well, I don't know if it's that deck or not, but I'm going to go with the Saga start. That lets us get out Grindstone, go for the fast kill if their shields are down. Tropical Island deck probably has Endurance. Oh, nope. Okay. I wish I played Goblin Welder there, huh? Now, I just have to hope we're not dead. Huh. Huh. Wow, man, the Goblin Welder looking better. I mean, just play Painter Servant. We still win next turn. Get to play around days. Okay. But they have to not have Force of Will and not have too many Invigorates or something. This is bad. This is a bad line. I kind of hope they have Force of Will, because if they have Force of Will, then I'm not dead. But I don't think I can get these spells into play fast enough. I wish I had red mana. But I put back a Lotus Petal. I would definitely trade a Great Furnace for a Lotus Petal right now. Alright, well, so far, they don't got it. I don't think there's a color that you pick. And I don't think I heard to play blue at this point, so I'll just play blue. Alright. Well, next time we win. I doubt there's much Infect can do now. They don't play. I mean, this could be like a ban version with swords, but no, we're dead. That's a little too easy. I mean, Infect's a pretty good matchup versus us, but they just get to Invigorate and we're dead. Oh, wow. They got 4 cards in their hand. They're not Invigorate or Force of Will. That's pretty lucky. And I think you just get Grindstone and activate it. There's really not much to it. They definitely could have Endurance. nothing I can do about that. So there's a grindstone. There's an activation. There's their library and their graveyard, which is pretty cool. And here's a Goblin Welder, just for fun. Oh, they are a banned version. That's cool. So I guess they have Endurance and a green card. Or they're just playing hard to get. Oh, okay. They just wanted me to look at their deck before they conceded. Okay. Or maybe it was that last point of damage that really put them over the top. They're splashing white for 1 Teferi. Huh. Otherwise, the same old Infect we've always known and loved. Pretty much. Do they have the forest creature to fetch? I feel like they should, right? Infect doesn't play Dryad Arbor. I don't see it. Maybe I'm blind. I'm not even going to take a screenshot. I think that's just Infect. And I think Fury is good versus Infect. I think Magus is excellent versus Infect. Needle, passable. You name the stupid flying land. And you name it carefully. Because, let me tell you, I've picked the wrong Inky Nexus thing more than once. Throne of Amethyst is interesting. Confluence seems like 4 mana to kill 1 creature. So, and I'll leave the Trinisphere in. So what am I cutting? Don't need the Graveyard Hate. Breya seems a little cute, although jump blocking things in the air does come up. You gotta keep in these things for the twin shots. I guess you could cut some blasts, even though they're blue deck, but the things you care about are green. And I don't really want to cut the petals. I think this could be a Trimisaga matchup because we're siding in 3 Magus. And we're not going to win with Construct beats, probably. So, okay. And I don't know if cutting 2 Red Blasts is correct at all. But I think we are the control deck here. So, if they force a will, my threat, like, that's okay. And I don't think we're going to have, like, extra mana to, like, play around force. I don't know. Technically, turn 1 Trinisphere and then twin shot through it. I mean, I'm going to keep this, see if it pans out. Twin shotting their first threat, uncountable, seems good. I don't know if I'm going to jam Trinisphere or not. I'd like to draw a soul land. That would make jamming Trinisphere be a lot more palatable. Or, if they're just going to land go. Wow. I mean, but surely this gets forced, right? Maybe that's just okay? But wait till next time I can kind of play around force, but presumably they've got the blue creature. It's okay. I think getting the force out of their hand is fine. And of course they might not have force, in which case this Trinisphere is also a time walk. Now we're going to have to draw another mana source to really pull this off. It's another reason, I guess, I'm fine with this getting forced. But we can twin shot through the Trinisphere. that adds a layer of comfort. But we could definitely brick. Okay, whatever. They dazed it. They didn't have a 1-drop last turn, so presumably still get my time walk. Okay, there's our land. That's fine. Play the Saga. That's fine. I'm just gonna jam the Painter. Hope they're out of counter magic. I don't know. If they're gonna daze it again, that's also kind of fine. I'll keep taking these time walks. Rainstorm. And yeah, you know, if they're gonna force it, they're gonna force it. I don't, because they don't have a 1-drop, their Infect threat, like they kept this hand. I think they mulliganed the 6, but they still kept this hand. So they probably have Infect threat. It's not Glistener Elf. So if it's the blue one, then I can blast that. So I don't really need to save the blast for Force of Will. Okay, well, they just exiled the blue one. Hopefully it doesn't mean they drew the green one. Double Hierarch is fine. Ooh, that's good. That's probably good. I guess I'll play Ancient Tomb to hold up Pyroblast. I don't think it's going to come up. Because I think, yeah. Well, they could still play Blighted Agent. And then, would I blast it? I suppose I would. Okay. And blast it on the stack. Certainly the way to go. They could daze it just to keep me off a construct. Good of attack there. Let's just grab some stuff. Bolt's a great draw. Just another layer of protection. Oh, we lost our Painter. We don't need Opal, so I guess I'm just gonna go for the Needle. These constructs are looking pretty tasty, and that land can get tricky. All right, sorry, I am gonna look this up. Infect and MTG. It's called Ink Moth, right? It must be called Ink Moth Nexus. All right, don't click Blink Moth Nexus. That's what I was talking about. Just play that and attack. Now the real question is, next turn, do you hard cast the Twin Shot Sniper? That adds to the artifact count. But makes it forcible and dazable. And I think no. They didn't do anything. Yeah, what the hell. We can play around days at least. They might have dressed down. I don't know what Infect plays in their sideboard these days. Or they must have some artifact destruction. Seeds of Innocence. I don't know. There's a lot of artifact decks these days. And this deck gets eaten alive by Chalice of the Void, which is also kind of prevalent. So they gotta have something. They did splash white for that Teferi, so maybe it's Serenity. Nope. They are done. I would have tacked for 8, put them at, I don't know, 5. Whatever. All right, 2-0. Good start. In fact, pretty good matchup for us. We have all the interaction we need. Round 3. Playing Alex 2. We'll go first. No lands. Okay. This is a hand. Turn. You want turn 1 Fable. You always want turn 1 Fable. But I think. This might be one of those hands where it's actually not worth it. Especially because we can't back it up. Yeah, but look, if I play Saga Grindstone turn 1, then that's going to turn on Opal turn 2. Oh, I do have to throw something back, though. I guess I don't really need the Opal at all. Well, then what am I doing with the Simian Spirit Guide? I guess Opal's probably better than Simian Spirit Guide. Unless, you know, they do some, like Ruby Storm or something, I don't know. And I guess I'll run out the Opal just in case they got like Chalice on 0 or I don't know, discard or whatever. Not that they would take Opal, but I don't know. Play Thalia, probably not in turn 1, maybe on turn 1. Cycle Street Wraith in response. So this is probably Doomsday digging for a force because they are very afraid of Grindstone because it messes with their pile. Okay. Yep, there it is. Okay. I don't think they're going to be able to win before I can get another Grindstone. Oh, they go turn 1 Dark Ritual Doomsday. See. We'll see. Blast is good. They might get a pile. Ponder. Wow. Lotus Spell Ponder. Okay, when they played Petal, I thought that was going to be Dark Ritual Doomsday. But they're pondering off a Lotus Petal. Why would they keep a hand? I guess they got a lot of faith in Street Wraith. But this is pretty good for me, I think. I can't cast this Fable anymore. In fact, I have no red mana till next turn. So run it out now. But I just gotta say, go here, don't I? Oh, they did shuffle on the Ponder and Mr. Landrop, notably. Should have popped the champagne on that one. Completely missed it. Too busy talking about my red mana. But seems like it's just a risky keep for them and didn't pan out. I wonder if they do have Dark Ritual Doomsday and they chose to ponder instead, just thinking, if they hit the land drop, then they have it all. Oh. I don't know what goes on in the minds of Doomsday players. Maybe they needed the deep analysis for whatever manaless pile they had in mind. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you just cycle your way down if you have LED in your deck. No, because you need to draw right? I don't know. I don't know how to play Doomsday, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. I'm just going to make some contracts and beat their face. Okay. I didn't even think about making that contract, but Metalcraft turns on without this one, so maybe I didn't need to. I wonder what I'm supposed to get here. Grindstone doesn't actually seem that good to me. I could get the Soul Guide Lantern to pick off the Street Wraith, make it a little harder for them to build a pile. I don't know how many Street Wraiths Doomsday plays. If they play the full 4, because if they only play 2 or 3, they might not I don't want to look it up. Because untapping with Grindstone and then grindstoning a Doomsday player post pile, like you don't know if you're gonna make it better or worse. Nah, not gonna get it. I wish I had another land. I'm gonna need another land next turn. Because I'm gonna want to activate Grindstone and hold up Red Blast. But the good news is I can bolt them, so they can't do it past the turn pile, right? We got 10, 8, 2, Doomsday. Doomsday must make them lose some life. Yeah. Yeah, if they cast Doomsday here, do you bolt them? I guess you have to. Because I am choked on mana. That is not helpful. I guess I'm going to play Fable and play Mountain. I'm going to have Daze. I don't think so. Let's see if they take the damage. Knowing they're 10 and they drew Underground Sea. If they drew a fetch land, then presumably they can't do stay on 1 life, can they? I mean, I don't think playing the Fable is going to get me closer to winning, so I'll just keep the Grindstone up. But now they can't force. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. You lose half your life rounded up, so you can't Doomsday at 1 life. And versus Doomsday, these cards are all bad versus Doomsday. Magus is good. Lightning Bolt is pretty bad. So we're going to cut those. Needle is like, you can name Street Wraith. I've never had that make the difference. Suppose it could. Soulguard Lantern, also not great. Thorn could be good. Makes Doomsday cost 4 mana. Makes their cantrips worse. Alright, I'm going to give it a try. Like, I'm definitely leaving in the Trinisphere, right? So, give it a try. You don't need, I guess Fury is pretty bad. Am I setting out the Soul Guide? Is that how that works? Okay. So I keep 1 Fury or keep 1 Soul Guide. Fury's a big beater, but that seems really bad. I'm gonna toss in the Surgical. I'll toss in 2 Surgicals. This seems really bad. I don't know. Twin Shot seems bad too, though. I'm gonna toss in the Surgicals. I like to shuffle my opponent's library. And when they're on Doomsday, when they only got 5 cards in it. Might buy you a turn and lets you try to get lucky with Grindstone. I really don't know. Pretty sure there's not. Like, if you're a Doomsday player and your opponent has Grindstone in play, you can still win if they Grindstone at the wrong time. So do you put the Oracle on top or on the bottom? If you put it on the, like, either way, the Grindstone can get you if they know where it is. Right? Pretty sure there's no right answer. It's just a little rock, paper, scissors game, a little bluffing. I don't know, paper magic. You can really stare your opponent in the eyes. I could ask him in chat, try to goad him, see what happens if it comes up. I like this hand, so I'm just going to keep it. Magus is there. I wish I could jam Magus turn 1 or with Power Blast backup, because I think they would definitely force the Magus. And I think if Magus resolves, that's game over. So I'd like to be able to protect it. Okay, well, that's the game we're playing. Okay. Oh, but they can't take Magus. That's nice. So they can take the Pyroblast. And then, I wonder if they'll take the Grindstone. And then I'm going to rip Lotus Petal off the top and just jam Magus. I don't think you cannot jam Magus. Like, I can't, even if I end up with the Pyroblast, I can't wait until I have 4 mana to play it. Don't think. Maybe you could if your opponent doesn't know about it, but he knows about it. So, like, I can't count on him choosing a pile that loses the Magus. Like, that's not going to happen. Ah, great, Saga. So, not much we can do. So, I'm just going to play Grindstone. No, that's okay. Doesn't matter. I was trying to think about how to deal with this Saga. I suppose the good thing is if Magus gets forced, then I'll have Saga. It's not really a Nambo. The bad thing is I don't want Saga. It's probably going to be too slow here. It's okay. Plan A is he resolves Doomsday, and then I grindstone the Oracle and he concedes. That's plan A. Plan B, I jam Magus and it resolves and they concede. Plan C is Saga beatdown. Oh, we can also just start grindstoning them because we have a surgical in our hand. Like, I'm not going to do that instead of casting spells, but if you just happen to hit the Oracle and or the Doomsday or something, and then just surgical it, that's kind of funny. Oh, see, that's an interesting card. I wish we had that last turn. They can't get Swamp. I don't know. I just assume this is going to get countered, so I'm going to play it and see what happens. Thorn could come down post pile and mess them up. That seems possible. All right, he's got the island, so that makes Doomsday piles through Magus a little easier. They could go like Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Doomsday still. And I don't think there's anything in the graveyard that it's worth snagging yet. Oh, that's a very good draw. Make sure you don't play Saga. That's a very good draw because now we can counter the Oracle. So, cool. Just gonna attack here. I guess I'll play this Thorn. Not much of a reason not to. It takes us off of Red Blast, but I don't think they're gonna be able to win. Maybe they will. No. But no, not through Thorn. They're not gonna be able to win through Thorn. In fact, they probably can't even cast Doomsday now anyways, because they gotta pay 1 for the Lotus Petal. And then 1 for the Dark Ritual. I guess if they have a land, they can still do it. Okay, we're good. All right, keep drawing those. Maybe I should play one, surgical it. That way I won't draw the 3rd one or the 4th one. I guess I didn't cite any of those out. But I suppose you don't. This is fine. I'm just going to keep attacking with this 2/2. And now, like I was talking about, I can just start grindstoning them for fun and see if I hit anything worth surgical. Hopefully, it's not the deal. Oh, see, look, there's a Doomsday. Now I can take all the Doomsdays. That's kind of fun. And I could play the guide that increases the clock, but I'm not going to do it. Do you surgical? I think you just surgical Doomsday. And the question is, if they force it, do you force back? That's a good question. Let's see what happens. Okay. Don't have to answer that question. 3-0. Beat Doomsday pretty easily. I thought they would have put up more of a fight there. A little disappointing. Doomsday is a fine matchup. Again, you got a lot of tools. The blasts work. You can put on some pressure. Grindstone's just funny versus them. Usually it's going to be you're comboing them. But I don't know. Could be anything. I think I'm going to pause now and come back to this later. But can I fit in one more? Nah, I'll pause it now. 3-0. Good place to stop. You got a lot of bad stuff versus Doomsday, like the Fury and the Twin Shot, but you got a lot of good stuff too. And yeah, the Magus was pretty important there, I think, in the sideboard. All right, I'm back. I guess if you're watching this as a YouTube video, it's actually you just keep watching it. But for me, it's been a couple days, and now I'm back and ready to finish this league, which I think we are 3-0. Not bad. So, oh wow, haven't dropped a game yet. That's exciting. Let's see how we do. Yeah, new day. I got some mail today. Some commons mostly for Painter. Slowly building the deck in person. Got an FBB. Where's my camera? Got an FBB Red Blast. So it's kind of cool. See if I can get a whole set of those. It was like it's not that much. It was like $5 or $10. I forget. I don't know. But yeah, slowly trying to build a deck in paper. We'll see about the City of Traders. Maybe. But the rest of it, man, Saga is not cheap in paper. I guess it's not cheap online either, but it's, I don't know. Even, it's weird because you get this legacy deck and you're like, oh, it's got no reserve list cards. Like, that's good, but it doesn't mean it's cheap. But I guess considering legacy, it's cheaper than most. All right, I'm gonna pause this and come back when it gets started. I can find my mouse. Okay, here we go. Win the die roll. I forgot to pull up my thing, but I recognize this guy. I think I've played them before. Let's take a look at our hand first. Ooh, we get the turn 1 Fable, so I think this should probably be a keep. That seems pretty tempting. Last time this opponent was on Delver, so yeah, we'll just keep this. I guess if they force this, then we got to top deck that mountain, but it's going to be forced in like turn 1 Wasteland. Well, a little risky, to be honest. Definitely risky, but we're going for it. And Delver keeps hands without force all the time. So, okay, all right. Off to a good start. I mean, this is fine with, oh, always had it. Always had it. What do you do? Just bolt it, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not. Bolt it. Because they're not going to force that. And Twin Shot will also deal with the next one. Or I'm just going to cycle this now. I didn't really talk about that, but I need to draw something here. I want to put something on the board that they have to deal with, or it's going to start accruing me advantage. Another Fable would be nice. Okay, and I'm going to go with the Hardcast Twin Shot right here. Getting something on the board is very good. They could have Daze. I don't know. They got 3 cards left in their hand. I don't want to play around Daze. There we go. See? If you just don't play around Daze, they only have it like 90% of the time. There's no way you get Delirium here, dude. No way. Don't even try. See? Not even trying. Alright. Well, we got a card out of their hand. That's the important thing. We're just looking at this number. This number here in the top left corner. There's a lot of numbers in the top left corner, but this little one here. And it's already the smallest number. Oh, and look, they cast EI and got no value. Oh, we are crushing. We are crushing. Now, do you jam Fury here? That's a good question. You know they don't have Daze in their hand. And while they could play a threat next turn, they could easily play a Delver or a DRC. But two DRCs are already in the yard. And next turn, I want to use my mana to make a construct. So you know what? I'm just going to put it on the board as a thing that they have to deal with. They can't lightning bolt it and play Murktide next turn. So that's what that would be. You know, that would be the worst case scenario, and they can't do that unless they top deck a land. But I think just putting things out there, oh, see, this is why. Now we get to 6 them. Like, we're gonna win with damage, and we're gonna win with Painted Grindstone. They probably could come back from one of those angles, but they won't be able to come back from 2 of them. So that's why I played Fury there. All right. Wow, that was a good win. I'm surprised after they. I mean, I guess we top decked like exactly what we needed to, kind of exactly what we needed to. So that's how you do it. You don't need to play engineered expressive iteration. You don't need to play expressive iteration if you just draw the good cards. All right, Delver. I like to be like, I don't know, pre-boarded versus Delver, so I don't sideboard a lot here. I think you could side in another Saltware Lantern. Those are always great. I like to take out Trinisphere on the draw. It's just clunky. You don't want clunk. Sometimes you can get a good game. Like, you know, obviously they were stuck on 2 lands that game, so Trinisphere would have been very good, but it's not always good. And that's kind of it. You could side in Hearse. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And there's not a lot you want to take out, is the thing. Like, you can trim a Fury, I guess. And that seems reasonable. Like, Fury's not bad, but it's not great either. Because it's just going to kill one creature most of the time. And it's not a great threat because it gets bolted pretty easily. I mean, everything you play gets bolted pretty easily, so that's also not bad because by the time you're casting Fury, they're probably out of bolts, but still, it's not what you want. The thing about Unlicensed Hearse is you know they're siding in Meltdown, and I could look up what the latest Delver deck plays for Meltdown. They might be off of 2 and back to 1. That would be nice. The most recent Legacy Challenge first place Ozymandias list has 2 Meltdowns, so. And 2 Hydroblasts as well. It's just rough. It's not great. So that's why you don't want to side in too many artifacts, but give it a try. Playing it turn 1 off an Ancient Tomb, keeping their graveyard low. Not terrible. We'll see. Sounds okay. I don't think I'm going to turn 1 to Fable, because making them have Force of Will is one thing, but I don't want this to get dazed, especially when I can guarantee player on daze turn 2. So, and I don't really want to start jamming Painter because it's not doing anything yet, and I'm worried about my life total, actually. That's the big reason. So I'm just going to start slow, play the Soul Guide, let it sit and play for a little bit. And next turn, we can play Fable with the Simian Spirit Guide to pay for days as a kind of a... Okay, and the list I was looking at does play 4 Ledger Shredder, so it could be that exact 75. Ooh, Bolt. Bolt, 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 bolt. I could simply bolt it, and I could still play my 3 drops, but this is very tempting just to bolt this, but okay, how about I bolt it and then play Painter? Painter, the good thing about Painter is I don't actually care about it, so... Alright, so now what do you name, actually, is a very good question. If you name red, you turn on their Hydroblasts, which they are certainly playing. If you name blue, you're helping their Force of Wills. Like, I would hate to name blue and then get this Fable Force next turn, and yeah, so I'm gonna name black. Black's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna name it for that reason. I don't want to help their forces, and I don't want to help their Hydroblasts, so I'm not gonna name my colors. And what does naming blue help me with? Like, if I top deck the red blast, like, I'm still gonna point it at this Ledger Shredder, which is blue anyways, right? You know, they have plenty of blue spells that I do care about, so I don't need to Pyroclasm. Interesting. Well, the list I'm looking at does not play Pyroclasm, so. Anyways, this person is pretty proficient with Delver all by themselves. They don't need the copy deck list, apparently. 6 mana, 7 mana. Just play everything, I guess. Now it's beginning to be the point in the game where you have to think, do I want to exile their graveyard to keep them off of Murktide next turn? And I don't know the answer to that question. Let's just worry about what I'm playing first. They got 4 cards in their hand. I think I'll play the Brea's Apprentice first as Force Bait. I don't really want to play this Ancient Tomb, though, actually. Because I don't want to take 4 this turn. And I want to have something in my hand. Huh. That's interesting. Now, they didn't remove Painter. They cast Shredder Brainstorm. So that makes me think they got Force in their hand. And I'm gonna lead on the Brea's Apprentice. Probably should have played Lotus Petal. No, get a free daze. Maybe get a free daze. Yeah, okay. If they play daze, then I'm gonna trick them. All right, they didn't counter that. Oh, it's very tempting. I guess I have to play the Fable. Get stuff, but I will trigger their Connive as well. Connive. I guess I can't play Lotus Petal either. I want to avoid that, which I kind of do. Alright, and I think I will sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern to keep him off of Murktide. For a turn, it's unclear how much I care about that. But I don't have the extra mana. I kind of do. Just draw a card. Yeah, I like drawing cards. I don't know. I don't think... Alright, so here's a Murktide, but like, oh, it's Meltdown. For 2. It's not so bad. So, do I want a card? I guess I want a card. I might need this mana, but I do want a card. Oh, there's a Pyroblast. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Fortunately, I have to Pyroblast a Shredder, so Murktide. I got nothing for the Murktide. I really wish this Ancient Tomb was a mountain, is what I mostly wish. So now do you play the Tomb to play around Daze? Could have dazed the Brea's Apprentice. But he could have not, because he might have been hoping to draw a land and just melt down everything. So I'm going to play around Daze. Ugh. Oh, if that was a mountain, then this whole game would be so much better. And for the Brea's Apprentice, I don't see myself sacking it, so I guess that means I'm attacking. Alright. Meltdown did what Meltdown did. I didn't really think too hard about playing around Meltdown when I committed that Painter Servant to the board. It's like we won game one because we just kept jamming threat after threat after threat. So I kind of just like playing Painter Servant to try to like make him deal with it. But in this game, that did not pan out very well. So it's a little unclear to me. I mean, the difference is they have Meltdown now. Ooh. Well, I didn't have anything I wanted to discard anyways. Hmm. You know, and I don't have an endless amount of mana, so it's not like I can wait until I draw the Grindstone and then just do everything in one turn. Meltdown, Meltdown, Meltdown. I only started playing Painter like a month ago or 2 months ago now, so I wonder what life was like before people started playing Meltdown. Huh. That's awful. I have to pay 4 mana. I have to pay 4 life, I mean, to get this into play. I'm at 9, and well, I've got the blast for the Shredder. I don't even know if I want to blast the Shredder. Oh, well, at least I get a treasure off of this Goblin token. I think I've got to attack with the Breas, kind of because A, I like pushing for damage, and B, I think I'm going to need my treasures from mana, or at least I'll be able to use them well for mana. They're not useless. So this is okay. And then, yeah, I've got to play this. If, oh yeah, my opponent's at 8, and I've got 6 damage on board. Like, I'm winning this race. And then if Murktide is what he's got, then I actually have one answer at least to it. He's got Murktide Force, then that's great. But there's only 3 cards in his hand, so I think we're winning. I mean, it depends what those 3 cards are, I suppose. They could be a lot of things. I'm okay with Brainstorm or Ponder. Probably EI. Oh, okay. There we go. Well, let's find out if his last 2 cards are blue card, Force of Will. Assuming Spirit Guide, not terrible, maybe. There's nothing to it, just point and click. Okay. And now we get to swing. Oh, with everything. That's pretty good. And then see if he has another Pyroclasm, I guess. Because I think just play this 7, go down to 5. If he's got Bolt plus 1 other spell, we lose. Is that 4? Wow. So that's actually a bit of a challenge. Yeah, if they've got a lightning bolt, I lose if I cast the Simian Spirit Guide. So I kind of think it's worth holding back. But if they got creatures, then I should play the Simian Spirit Guide. Right? If they got just a DRC or something. I mean, this list doesn't play. This list plays 13 creatures. I guess I'll keep the. I'm gonna keep it in my hand. They definitely play 4 bolts. Wow, actually, this list I'm looking at plays 2 bolts. So take that back, even though we know it's not the same list, but just goes to show you, you don't got to play 4 bolts anymore. I guess I'm scared of bolt plus 1 other card. But there's a lot we can draw to dead them on even this board. Oh, and okay, well now I'm just dead anyways, right? 5, 6. I guess I could chump with the. Okay, maybe that was a bad play. Well, okay, I guess I have the same choice. I can't attack, right? I'm at 2. I've got Welder. No, I think block with the twin shot. I think I've got to do that. Yeah, I think I've got to do that. So if I'm blocking with the twin shot, if they had bolt, they would have played it, right? But if I cast Simian Spirit Guide, there's no way I'm attacking, right? Yeah, I don't think so. If I cast Simian Spirit Guide, that means I lose to just Bolt or any removal spell, like Unholy Heat or Blue Blast. All right, so the question is, can I win without Simian Spirit Guide? What if he just says go? I can sack Twin Shot to Breas. The next turn, weld it in to put him at 2. And then I could attack just these 2. So 1 more creature really does help. I mean, if they have Bolt, I'm kind of dead no matter what. Is that true? They can Bolt the Twin Shot, attack for 6, and yet any other spell connives them. Maybe I should have done this math last turn. Right, I'm going to cast this. I think if they have Bolt, I'm dead no matter what. I'm going to connive them. Forgot about that. It's got a bauble, so it's not like they have lands in their hand. I think I fucked it up. I think I should have cast the Simian Spirit Guide last turn. I mean, it's easy to say that now because they didn't have Bolt, they had Murktide. But I don't know. Close game. Closer than I thought. I thought I was really behind after they played that meltdown. Casting spells. Oh, EI. Again, if they just find Bolt, you have 3 cards to look at. Bolt or Hydroblast. There's a Bolt. Let's see if they do it right. Maybe they forget it has reach. They did not forget it has reach. So I am 100% dead here. Seems like I played that wrong. That's why God invented Game 3. Counterbalance. Oh, I almost missed that. Playing the counterbalance. Don't care about that. Not going to change anything. Should I try to get cheeky with this transfer? Fury seems bad to me. I know people say it's okay because it kills DRC, or it probably kills the Ledger Shredder. And it does do those things, but it costs 5 mana. And I play Blue Blast. Blue Blast only costs 1 mana, which makes it much worse when there's a Trinisphere in play. I'm going to give it a shot. Maybe I should have trimmed the hearse for the reasons I said last time. Tempting, but this hand doesn't actually do anything except for beat up on my opponent's threats. But I think I'm looking for a hand with more than 1 mana. This hand has more than 1 mana. And I think I'm going to put the Simian Spirit Guide on the bottom. We're going to play a slow game. My opponent also starting on 6, Sporting. Forgot that I won the die roll. So that's cool. And by win the die roll, I mean, yeah, we're just going to bolt that. I don't think I have the wherewithal to play around Daze this game, because I was going to play the Goblin Engineer anyways. Daze is going to get me. This is my lifestyle. Important to note, I don't actually have an artifact in play, so not only is this Goblin Engineer not going to live till next turn, but I won't be able to get anything anyways. I'm going to put, it's either Trinisphere or Brea's Apprentice. I'm going to put Trinisphere. I think I'll just scare them. I don't think, and you know what, if I draw like a Lotus Petal or a Great Furnace, I'll jam it. Absolutely, why not? Oh yeah, better play your baubles now. There's a Trinisphere coming. It's fine. Kind of wanted, like I said, there's no artifact anyways. So I'll just do it again. This time, the Brea's Apprentice. Or the Grindstone. Kind of want good cards. The thing about Brea's Apprentice is it's a terrible top deck if I actually draw it. And Grindstone would be a good top deck because I'm looking for an artifact I can play. So I'll just bin the Brea's. It's pretty marginal. No matter what, I can't actually get it back with the cards I have. So I'm kind of planning ahead to late game, and I think late game, maybe I'll appreciate the Apprentice. Opponent also kept a little dirtily hand. Hydroblast. It's fine, I suppose. Oh, I wish this was a land, but I'll play the spell I can play. Okay, we're both down to 2 lands and 2 cards in hand. I hope his are little creatures. Nope, they're Expressive Iteration. I would have countered that if I had mana. That seems like the kind of card you want to pull ahead at this very moment. Rough. Rough, 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 rough. I'll play it. Huh. That's fine. I take 2 to twin shot them for 2. Maybe twin shot is the thing that's supposed to not be in this deck because they don't actually play Delver, so there's not a lot that this is killing. I could have like held it back to try to draw the Soul Guide. I don't know, if I'm getting hit for 3 every turn, I kind of want to at least ding him for 2 every turn. There's some things we could draw to make this a damage race. It's not Mountain. Okay. So yeah, maybe I should have cut Twin Shot instead of Fury. because Fury is looking pretty good right now. I got 1 in the deck. Certainly hope I don't draw my other twin shot. I don't know. My opponent's thinking about bolting this because I've got nothing else going on, and they're a little trigger happy. If they have a bolt, they should definitely save it because they are winning this race. And I have other more important things in my deck. Straight 4 of a kind volcanic island over there, looking pretty. Oh, yes, mountain. Well, I'll play this, the 3rd mountain. Oh, well, maybe my opponent will. No, that was just a misclick. That was just a misclick. I was just getting salty about top decking too many lands. And about losing game 2, which I think it was right there. And I was thinking about it, and I think I came down the wrong way. Because I think, yeah, playing around Bolt, if they have Bolt, my odds of winning go pretty far down because they can Bolt. I had so many creatures that were important that they could have bolted, so even though they would have killed me with the Bolt, like if they have Bolt, I'm probably going to lose anyways. So just playing around Bolt doesn't make any sense there. Okay. Like, if we can get this, deal with this DRC, kind of doing okay. So I'd like to draw Fury or Lightning Bolt. It's a little late to draw a Welder. It's just hard cast on the borrower. Well, I'll let it resolve. I think just blasting it on the table is a little better. I guess they could have hit a land drop and then played Hardcast Force. But this way, if they do counter it, they don't get to, what's this called? Surveil before they draw a card. Could have blasted it in the draw step. There we go. That was the line. Well, there goes the 5-0. Shucks. Oh, there's the Soul Guide Lantern. Well, that would have been quite good. You know, you could do the little trick where you make them attack and then pop the Lantern. Oh, wow. Look at this. See, I got a lot of good draws coming up. All right. 3-1. Still got a very positive record. And go for the classic 4-1, which is how I do most of these leagues. Painter is really good right now. I'm a firm believer. Yeah, I don't know. These are got 34 leagues, and 4-1 is a very common record. 30% of these leagues. And, you know, if you add up just all the positive records, 50, 60, 70, it's like 60%. No, that's 64% match win percentage. So that makes sense. But, you know, it's all quite good. All right, final round. Here we go against Who J Tunes. Feel like I'd remember that name if I had played him before. Pretty marginal hand. I'll keep it. We got some interaction for the early game, if that's what's up. Planes Go. What deck goes Planes Go besides Death and Taxes? Not many, I don't think. Not many at all. I love playing Death and Taxes. This is a great hand versus Death and Taxes, but they're all great hands against Death and Taxes. Nope. Suppression Field. This is a little bit different. And can't pop this for a card anymore. But other than that, I mean, I guess the Grindstone combo is going to be more. And I guess we'll just play basic Mountain. Don't really want to get hit by Wasteland. I don't know. They could have like Gataki main deck if they're going to play Suppression Field. So this is just a stacks piece, right? I think just for fetch lands and stuff. Challenge for 1. That's effective versus us. So this is just like Soldier Stompy or something. Some mono white Stompy deck, I guess. Still not doing anything. And getting this costs 6 mana now, so probably I just should play this as a land, but I guess keep playing basics. There's not really any way to get the Chalice off the board game 1. Yeah. Not gonna do that. Now I'm gonna pop this for a card. Oh, more 1-drops. Ooh, more 1-drops. Alright, well, we can twin shot. And yeah, I guess Grey Furnace doesn't really hurt to play Grey Furnace. They're not actually going to have Kataki, and while they might have Wasteland, that's going to get whichever one I play. Wow, 4 1-drops. And not a Fable to be seen. But it looks like my opponent has nothing, so that's good. Or it's bad, because actually, I wanted to play Fury this turn. Yay. And now, I'm not going to play Fury this turn. I think I've got to save it for whatever creature they have. And I guess I'll just place a Kenzen then. Now that it costs 8 to activate it, doesn't really seem likely. Alright, how about not a 1-drop? Something else? Good. They're playing something. They know I have Fury, right? Like they should. Oh, they're playing Chalice. I don't care as much about 2. Just want to draw Fable, basically. I think it's correct to hold back Fury here. Like, I know they play creatures. They got to draw one eventually. There you go. Exile target creature punctures until this creature leaves the battlefield. Okay. Don't care. Chalice on 2. So I'm just gonna play this. So I get to kill this, and I get my twin shot back, which is kind of cool. And I literally can't cast a single spell in my hand, so hopefully these are good enough. Or maybe one day I'll draw something I can play. Now, see, that's good. That's good for them. These are both on Soldier. This is Soldier. Is this a Soldier? Yeah, they're all Soldiers. Right? Dahlia's a Soldier. They're all humans, though. Wow. So what's the Soldier they play that's not a human? I should probably know. Yeah, Palace Shot is good. But I got 2 creatures. Ooh, Twin Shot is very good. Do you just play Twin Shot? Alright, I take it back. I can 6. I'll trade 6 draws in a row if I can just get 1 Twin Shot. That's fine. The question is, I suppose I only need 6 mana, so I can play the City Traders and get a surprise little channel there. But I don't think I need that. I think just have the body on board. I guess if it was a surprise, maybe I'll get the Monarch, but I think they have to play Palace Jailer this turn or they're just dead, so it seems like a win-win. They get to exile, and they all have ETBs, but I guess they can exile Fury, and then I attack them, and I get to be the Monarch, then I get Fury back, but he's not going to have creatures in play, but okay, little Soldier Stompy. So I suppose these come in, get rid of some Chalices. And I suppose Fury comes in as well, because they're not going to play a Chalice on 5. I don't think they have anything that I care about besides Chalice. I could side those out, and certainly these blasts are pretty terrible, because not only do they not play blue cards, but they do play Chalice, so I'd like to side all of them out. But I don't play good cards, so that's not easy. They might have. I could just play the Soul Guides, because at least I can play them on turn 1 before Chalice comes into play. I don't know. Wow, actually these are really bad. The more I think about it, the more I just want to find 4 other cards to cut. It could just be Magus as the 2/2. Hearse? Okay, I'll put a Hearse in. Hearse will get bigger. Yeah, you know what? I kind of said it as a joke, but I honestly think these Pyroblasts are terrible. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, because I do have Fiery Confluence to clean up. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna put one more back in. Confluence to clean up the Chalices, so late game I can have the Painter in play or something and play it. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll talk myself into it. I mean, they're still terrible, but so Soul Guide Lantern. Alright. I will keep this hand. I hope they don't have a Chalice in turn 1. I guess these Goblins are also pretty weak to Suppression Field. But they still work, just gotta pay extra mana. Okay, that's fine. Now I don't care about Chalice. Yeah, I suppose it's always nice to have Chalice in play, but now I've got a Welder. Welder's good. Welder's just good to have. Let's see what it's gonna be. Is it the bird? It's not the bird. It's this guy. That's okay. I gotta play something. I don't want to deal with Ward pay 3 life. I guess it's not that bad, but I might as well just kill it now. Do I play the Saga though? That's the question. Saga, they could have Suppression Field or the bird that stops you from searching. No, because I'm gonna play Fable next turn, so might as well wait on the Saga a little bit. I got too many cards I want to play more than I want constructs. Good choice of planes. I think Masks planes with the Soldier Stompy deck is the classic. Oh, there we go. Now that's fine, because now I've already got a 1-drop in play, and I can loot the extras. So everything's okay. And they're not really going to be able to keep a creature on the board, as long as the Welder's on the board. Okay. Not terrible for them. I've gotten a lot of good targets, but I guess you'd have to go for the Fable, right? But that's why he makes the token. So that's card advantage. They can go for the Saga. I don't care. This seems a really bad matchup for them. I just can't imagine them winning this. They got all these cards that like they're doing things, and it just doesn't. I still don't think they can win. They get to remove 2 of my permanents, yeah, and then you get to attack for 3 first if you want. I'm not gonna block. Nope, not interested. I feel like I'm still winning. What artifact would I get? That's the question. I think I'll just play Breya's Apprentice, right? In that case, I don't attack with Welder. Yeah, I think Twin Shot is probably the one I want most. Creatures and nuts. Oh, I'm not even gonna finish reading that card because Caracas. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still gonna kill it. And they've got no cards in their hand. Like, I'm sorry, opponent, but this is just not your matchup. I guess this deck is supposed to be good against blue decks and combo decks. And it probably is. Oh, he didn't even bounce it with Caracas. I feel like that's why you played the Caracas. No? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just going to attack with the Breya's Apprentice. Just get this game over with. I probably should attack with the Welder as well. My opponent is just dead next turn, and can't imagine what they would draw to change that. Okay. Wow, well, after throwing away that Delver match. Maybe they had Bolt in their hand the whole time. You don't know. Could have been. Still, 4-1. Pretty smooth. Let me just put in this last match. Oh, I don't think I have Soldier Stompy. I'll show you what I do. First thing I do is I find a picture. What card best represents Soldier Stompy? And I think it's the 3-mana Thalia. I try to think of a card that's like a little bit unique to the deck, at least. Like lots of decks play this Thalia, but not a lot of decks play this Thalia. So let's pick this one, download the art crop, and then here's my little website. And this is a Stompy deck. It's called Soldier. How do you spell soldier? My God. SOLDIER. And they can have this one. Now the deck is in my database. Now I can type in who J choose. And now I can do Soldier Stompy, and we did a quick 2-0 there, I believe. And there is that league. We played against some kind of Karn Echoes deck, which actually was not Karn Echoes, but it's an opposition deck. Beat them 2-0, played Infect, played Doomsday, lost to Delver, and played Soldier Stompy. So as you can see, Painter is very good against bad decks and struggles against good decks. Well, what are you going to do? Not play Trinisphere? I don't think so. This is the list. I really like this list. Trinisphere, a little bit of a pet card for me. I don't know, I'm running 61 cards. Probably the deck would be better if you just cut it. But other than that, I am super happy with this list. The sideboard, you can change it up. There's lots of options for sideboards, but the main deck, I think 2 Twin Shot as long as the meta stays this creature heavy, I think you want to play 2 Twin Shot, right? I don't know. I just think there's so many decks that Twin Shot is good versus, especially Elves and D&T. I don't think the name creature decks, but it's good. It's a good card. And that's kind of why I liked having the Trinisphere in the deck, as a kind of hedge against non-creature decks, especially combo decks, game 1. And combo decks will let you have Welder into Engineer, so that seemed fun to me. Otherwise, like I was talking about before, 5 Blasts is a little different. Most Painter decks will run more. They're okay. They're good. They're fun with Painter Servant, and we did lose to Delver, but I don't think Red Blast was the difference there, so I don't know. I like 5. Difficult to say why exactly, but I just like this list the way it is. Anyways, that was a 4-1. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, would be cool. I'm going to make more videos, I hope. I mean, I'm definitely going to make more videos. I just hope people will watch them. That would be encouraging. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.